you are a tough motherfucker.
You know?
Like, you know what I mean?
I'm super explosive. I can
Yeah.
jump in, jump out. And with the bare knuckle, you want to get in, get out, so you're not in range, firing range, because it doesn't take nothing to get hurt.
Right.
The understanding of bare knuckle itself and the sport and understand how to defend and everything, like, it's its own sport, bro.
Just getting back to real men these days.
Real men stuff,
yes.
you know? And, you know, it's not hard to be a man and be a good man, you know? I feel like a lot of the men nowadays are so soft, bro. They're saying, like, you should never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
That's the primest example, especially me. Like, because you can look at me, and obviously I look, fucking, it does pretty savage. I got tattoos on my fucking skull, and, you know? So it's nice to be able to, like, talk and express, and actually people know and express more about who we are as people.
Yes.
Because people see brutal Bostwick and they see tattoos and think, fuck, let me cross the street. It's like, bro, like, you want to be on the same street as me, mate. You want to be, like, I'm going to do my best to defend you in a situation. Something went off right now. You know, like, I got a massive art, man. I wear that shit on my sleeve. I'm very proud of it, you know?
I'm Manning Sumner. I've lived my life by one motto, no days off. No days off is never taking a day off on you. It's a commitment to becoming your best self. Get ready to be inspired to do the same. This is the Big Dawgs with Manning Sumner.
Jake,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the Big Dawgs.
Appreciate
I
you,
appreciate you because you drove all the way from North to
Yep.
come down here. So
Yep.
thank you for that.
No,
On a
appreciate
Saturday, I appreciate that. So Taylor hooked us up. And I just saw you were on Taylor and Jimmy Watson's podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was really
that was
good.
cool, man. That was interesting.
Three
Yeah.
wild men on the.
Yeah.
Their stories are incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
honestly, Taylor and Jimmy, mate, they're crazy dudes, mate. But like, obviously, Jimmy was coming up from Miami, so I jumped on the same bright line as him up to Orlando. So we was on the train for 3 hours together. So it was the first time I met him.
Really? You met like by chance?
No. So we
okay.
had scheduled it to go up, obviously.
I
to
got
the
you.
thing.
Okay.
But I scheduled it that I would go up with him, so we just chop it up and just get to know each other.
Yeah.
And for them 3 hours, man, it was super interesting. You know,
That's great.
They're cool people, man.
Yeah,
Really
got
cool
great
people.
stories, and it's amazing too, like where they are today.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
despite everything they've been to,
100%.
they're doing
mate.
such amazing things today and leading men.
Yeah.
And it's I love
It's
your
awesome.
shirt. You know,
Yeah.
I love that.
You know?
Just
Got-
getting
you know,
back to real
just
men these days.
real men stuff,
Yes.
you know? And, you know, it's not hard to be a man and be a good man, you know? I feel like a lot of the men nowadays are so soft, bro.
It's
Like,
wild.
the whole generation, like this new generation, bro, is like, yeah.
And talk about it a little bit, because I did hear you say this on your Instagram about like you kind of loved being, because I resonated with this. You were saying like you love being kind of mushy and soft,
Yep.
like, but at the same time knowing you can whoop somebody's ass. And I think there's a misconception that like we're toxic, right? Like we're
masculinity.
walking around like wanting to kill people, and
Yep.
that's absolutely not what an alpha male is. In my opinion, it's actually someone highly intelligent,
Yep.
someone that responds rather than reacts, someone that thinks in critical
And
things.
can control that anger and can control
Exactly.
that outburst, you know? It's always, always about conversation or, diffusing situations and whatnot. The best, cleanest, smartest way, if it gets physical, I'm going to fuck you up.
Right,
You know?
exactly. If you have to
that's
go
it.
there,
If
you
have
go
to
there.
go there, I can
Yeah.
go there. And like, I know I'm capable of that. Obviously, I've been fighting 20 years, my whole lifestyle has always been violence. But yeah, like, I'm very yin-yang, mate. I do enjoy the soppy, soft side,
Me too.
So it's like, it's
I'll
it's
cry
definitely
at
good
a
balance.
drop of a hat when it comes
Bro, I
to
was
like
crying a couple days ago,
good,
bro. Like,
a
it's
good
what it is.
song, a good, a good movie. Always
Like movie, like lovey movies,
Lovey-dovey
like things
movie.
where people like lose a pet or something.
Oh, I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
cry my eyes out,
Exactly.
Nah, but I feel like, the new day and age is a hella different. People are too soft now, But knowing what you're capable of and like being soft with it, but still knowing and having no ego and nothing to prove to anybody. But I know.
Yes.
And most people that know me know, but that's enough. You know what I mean? There's nothing to prove.
Yeah. So obviously you have an accent. Like, take me. Where are you from?
So I'm from Southeast London.
Okay.
I've been over here like 10 years now. So I'm a Floridian.
Did you? Were you fighting? Oh, so yeah, you've been fighting for 20
I've
years.
been
So you started
20 years.
fighting.
I had my debut back in 2006.
Okay.
My debut. I was 16 years old. I was at school doing my exams at the time. I was 16. pro rules, you had to be 18. You could head stomp a grounded opponent as well. I was literally a kid at school, bro. I changed my date of birth on the contract.
No way.
Yeah, I had like 5 fights, like underage.
Did you always, like, was there something at an early age that you knew you were going to be a fighter?
You know what? Again, I grew up in Southeast London. Not the nicest place, like, at all by any means. And like my lifestyle growing up, my mum had like a bit of a drinking issue, so I had a few problems towards my mum's side, you know, threw me off a little bit. And then my dad was like my structure, you know. Obviously, I'm blessed now. My mum's like 15, 16 years sober, and our relationship is amazing, you know. So it's all part and parcel of the story. But you know, I'm a proper protector because I've been in situations enough that, you know, I love being able to protect. You know, I never put my hands on a woman. I'm very, you know, look after my people, close people around me, you know. But yeah, I started fighting from young. Started doing like taekwondo when I was like 7, 8. Got into like judo when I was like 11, 12. At the same time, I was playing rugby. I was playing rugby for my school, playing rugby for a team called Blackheath, which was like a big team at the time. Still is, really. And yeah, just always contact sports, a lot of, you know, aggression out. But, you know, I was just one of them kids, man. I just had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And then just one thing led to another, mate. Just, yeah.
Is, and this is, if this is way off, then tell me, but like one of my favorite movies is Green Street Hooligans.
Yo,
Is that near your...
Yeah, that's near, mate.
It's near you, right? Okay.
Yeah. You got
such
that.
a great movie.
Remember the old school one, the Football Factory.
Okay.
That's old school. That's another one you got.
Another movie?
Yeah, it's another.
It's called The Football Factory?
Football Factory.
All right, I got to check that out.
Is it Football Factory? Yeah, I think it's Football Factory. Oh, and another one called ID. ID, literally like as if you're ID.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Super fuggy, like football hooligans, like throwing darts, like in the crowds. And,
Oh,
like,
wow.
A lot of fighting, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, now London, England is like that.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it's a wild time.
It's really cool.
You know, but way better over in the States, I have to say.
And then so did fighting bring you to the US?
So yeah, originally, again, just been obviously fighting and doing my thing, and then it got to a point where it was like I needed to like up my MMA game, and my biggest thing was like the wrestling. We don't have a lot of good wrestling. We do, but wrestling ain't like the number one thing in London, but in the States it is. You guys wrestle from high school and shit, you know?
Right.
So I came over here originally to American Top Team at the headquarters in Coconut Creek. You know, I met some cool people there. I was there for, 4 years or something in the end. I was going back and forth and whatnot. And then I ended up making the move to come stay here. So I've been coming here since I was like 24, 25, I'm 36 next month. But yeah, I love it in Florida, man. But yeah, what brought me here was, just to up my MMA game originally. And then back in 2018, I then transitioned over to boxing and was like boxing boots and then just learning.
Was it straight into bare knuckle or was it boxing?
No, I started training boxing in 2018. I just got into strictly boxing, and then around 2020, I had one boxing fight. I ripped my bicep in the first round, completely detached it from both ends in the third round. Literally had a 4-rounder with one arm, and I scored a draw. That was my debut boxing.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was that. And then 2020, I had my debut for bare knuckle, and I'm 7 bare knuckle fights in now.
Man,
I'm from London as well, so the bare knuckle stuff.
Oh my God, it's like taking it back home.
To a T, bro.
No, you are. So I watched a lot of your stuff on Instagram. Just your like slow motions. Like it's like watching like.
It's art.
Poetry.
It really
in
is.
motion.
It's so cool.
You and especially you. It's the way you fight. You're very technical but savage all at the same time.
Yeah,
like
the whole image, everything, my movement. Even when I watch myself like hit mitts or hitting the bag and stuff, it's like I feel like I look good. Like when
no,
I
you
move,
do. It's because some people, I don't know, not that they're boring or anything, but there's not any. Like a lot of fighters, and correct me if I'm wrong, are not necessarily good athletes. Like sometimes.
No, that's
you know what I mean?
100% understand what you're saying.
But they're like savage. They're great fighters.
Yeah.
You strike me as someone that's both. And you mentioned you played rugby, and so
I'm super athletic.
Yeah.
I'm super explosive. Like you see, like my conditioning stuff I've done with Phil DeRue.
Okay.
We've got training programs together and everything. It's like our content. When I watch our stuff, it's like, man, like super cool. Like I know I'm super explosive and like I'm an all-round athlete.
You really are.
I pick things up well. Like I started like shooting like properly and training like with my firearm and everything. And it's like even that I pick it up like so quick because again I'm an athlete and when I'm focused and locked in,
it's that eye to hand.
The eye to hand combination. And it's man, just an athlete.
And then I mean, talk a little bit about bare knuckle because it is exploding, and it is, in my opinion, I mean, it's the truest, rawest.
It really is. It is. You know, there is events out there where it's like kind of like illegal, but like, you know, you can like headbutt and kick each other in the face on the floor. It's like a proper street fight. I feel with bare knuckle boxing, I love it that it's super raw. Obviously, you have no gloves, so you're eating shit with a hard object.
Yeah.
You can clinch, you can dirty box. You know, the rounds are 2 minutes, so they're super explosive.
It's kind of like it was made for you.
Yeah, really honestly, like it's literally a 10-minute fight. It's like 5 2s, you know, and obviously you can go sudden death round, they give you a 6th round. My debut for bare knuckle, I actually am in the history books, just to say, when I fought a fella called Tyler Vogel, we end up doing a sudden death round. We finished up the fight and everything, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna do one more round. I was like, I thought the fight was over. I was like, say less, brother, let's go.
Yeah, let's
So
go.
then we had like another little scrap, you know. So yeah, I was the first to ever do that, which is actually pretty cool.
That's really cool.
And that same night, Yuli the Monster, he pulled a world record with the 3-second knockout. Yuli the Monster, he come out.
3 seconds?
3 seconds. Literally
First
went
punch?
ding. Literally went ding. He went whop, big overhand right, knocked him sparko, man.
Wow, I gotta look that one
Yeah,
up.
shout out to the Monster. Yeah, no, he's a savage. He's my brother, man. He's
Okay.
he's a Cuban cat. He's down here. So.
All right. And where are you training right now?
So I train over at Brawlers Box. I'm training out there, coaching out there. I was up in Sunrise at Beta Bay Boxing. I'm still go up there, obviously. I train with Kevin Gleason.
Okay.
Awesome pad man, mate. Really, really good coach.
And he's at Brawlers?
Yeah, he's going to be coming down to Brawlers,
Okay.
coaching hopefully a couple times a week and whatnot. But I work with him still up south, up in Sunrise. But yeah, I'm down in Miami for the last like week or two. I've been down here more permanent. You know, being out the gym, trying to boost the gym and training out there and coaching out of there and stuff. So.
And you have a fight coming up, or?
So hopefully it's looking like possibly December. It'd be a local card as well.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on opponent and like contract stuff. So still in negotiations obviously with that.
Is it BKFC?
That's for BKFC.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm super close to fighting for the championship. You know, so 1, maybe 2 fights, and then hopefully from there I'm gonna hopefully be fighting for the strap, mate.
Will it be? Is that Mike Perry or who? What weight class?
Mike Perry, it's Mike Perry's weight class. I'd love to fight Perry. It's not. I've never called him out or anything like everyone does. You know.
He was just here.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, with Chris,
Okay,
and
okay.
he's another one that moves really well. Like,
he's
more of like a dog, but
he's more of a dog and a brawler. You know. He's not super technical and defensive and head movement. He's just like wants to go in and get in your face.
Right.
You know? And I respect that. You know, we're very different athletes in that aspect. But you know, he's definitely earned his name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, hopefully.
Is he a weight class below you?
No,
or?
my weight class 75.
So he is. Okay,
Yeah, it's my weight class.
So who's the champion right now?
A fella called Dave Mundell.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always walking around fucking cowboy hat on and that. He's a southpaw. You know, he's a skilled fighter, man. You know, He stopped majority of his guys. You know, he's definitely a tough individual, but I definitely fancy my chances all day, mate. Just got to put one on the button, you know.
Yeah.
And then put that bit of gold on my shoulder.
Heck yeah. Heck
So that's hopefully going to be something, mate. I really think so. So we'll see what's up with that. There's a couple other things. So like, do you know obviously Eddie Hall?
Yes.
Obviously world's strongest man, absolute savage he is.
Yeah.
I went out to Dubai, me and my father, to commentate on he's got his own slap organisation called Slap Fighting Championship.
Okay.
So I was out in Dubai for that, doing the commentating. They really wanted me to compete, but I had my fight July 12 at the time, and it was like a week later. So I was like, I can't compete. But they was like, we really want you to come out here, want you out here. So there's a possibility I might go slap for them out in Dubai, August 18th or 19th.
Have you ever done that before?
I haven't, no.
So I'm assuming
I've
there's
trained
like
the
some
movement.
kind of technique
I've trained the movement.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing about it is not flinching and letting the other opponent hit you. I think that's the biggest thing behind it. I feel
So you probably be good at that then.
Yeah.
Because you're taking fists
I
in
take
the face.
shots, you know.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people like, man, how could you do that? It's like, bro, like I get punched in the face with bare knuckles multiple times, you know, like bust my hands, bust my face. I gotta get slapped like 4 or 5 times, bro. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they slap me one time, I slap them and knock them out.
Yeah.
That's super doable. So there's a possibility I may go do that as well. And that'd be out in Dubai at the world's biggest bodybuilding expo. Everyone's going to be out there. All the Olympians, Mr. Olympia.
So it's in Vegas?
In Dubai.
They're doing Olympia in Dubai this year?
Yeah, the bodybuilding is a bodybuilding expo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
it's massive. Actually, I know what you're talking
right,
about.
it's going to be at the expo.
Yeah. The bodybuilding's huge in that area too.
Yeah, mate.
Massive.
Mate, have you been out to Dubai?
Yeah, so I opened a gym in Dubai actually,
okay.
and I used to train a sheikh, Tariq Al Qasimi.
Okay.
So it was actually a funny story. So
Go on.
So I had my no AC warehouse gym I had it for 13 years, but this guy walks in, totally normal looking guy, and was like, hey, I need, Cyborg. Do you know Roberto Abreu?
Yes. Yep.
So he
Yep.
told this guy that he needed to train with me. So this guy comes in, normal clothes, whatever, signs up, says, I want to train every day. I'm a fighter. That's what he said. I'm a fighter. So I was like, all right, cool. So I like destroyed, I trained him hard, hardcore, busted his ass.
Yeah.
And was like, and I was a pretty, crazy trainer back then. I took guys to the limit. So
Yeah.
I was known.
I respect that though.
Yeah, I was known. I trained all these, jerseys you see, professional athletes,
Awesome.
over the years.
That's dope.
So we get done, all right? It was 10 days.
Yeah.
And then at the last day, he's like, my friend, come here. And then he shows me on the computer. He goes, this is me. And he had the full, sheikh outfit on and in front of his palace and all this stuff. And I was like, bro, you didn't tell me. I'm over here yelling at you and telling you.
Told you like shit.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Yo, it was so funny. But then we became really good friends.
That's cool, man.
And he actually, when I went to Dubai, he put me up. He owns the Versace Hotel and
awesome.
put me up. But
Looked after you.
such a great place.
Honestly, Dubai is crazy.
No, it is. It's amazing.
Really
though.
awesome. Yeah.
It's such a. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it has the most nationalities of any place in the world, different nationalities. So you see everything, all different walks of life, and it's so peaceful.
It's so peaceful. And I respect how and what they do there. You can't be all intimate and stuff in the streets and stuff like that. It's I understand there, it's your place, you know what I mean? Completely respect it. But yeah, super clean and everyone was super nice.
Yeah.
I had a great experience there,
Unfortunately, I opened a gym there. We had 836 members in the first 3 months.
Wow.
And then they stopped, the guys that did it with me, they stopped sending me royalty checks.
Damn, bro.
So, a month went by. I was like, hey, how things going? Where's my money? And then another month went by. Hey, and they ghosted me.
Damn, bro.
So I had to get on a flight, go up there, and then they tried me again. So then I had to get the government, the police, and we had to strip them of the gym. So I had to close it down. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
And it was
That
adventurous.
sucks, bro.
Yeah,
How
it's
did it go that way. That's
So from my understanding is if you do business in Dubai or UAE, you always have to have someone from there that kind of co-signs it.
okay.
And these were foreigners from India actually.
Right.
And so it ended up being, they were just bad people, unfortunately. And in fact, so that was in 2017, and it was very interesting. The guy that screwed me over actually emailed me 4 or 5 months ago, apologized, this long email apologizing.
It's 4 months ago.
Yeah, apologizing. And it was kind of a little too late.
Little bit like that, man.
Yeah,
it was fucking 6 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
almost 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah. So I was like, really? But it was such a good experience. It really was. I'd always say, there's no losses, only lessons. What I mean? You go through that, and it was actually kind of incredible because I did the entire thing over email, basically.
Right.
So imagine I design, equipment, everything just from communicating on email.
Wow.
And then I show up and the gym's done exactly how I wanted it done. So it's kind of cool.
That's impressive, yeah.
Yeah. It was, that part of it, I was like, okay, it made me know that I could do anything I put my mind to. So that was cool.
That is cool.
And then the experience of going over there, like you said, it's just a cool ass spot.
Buildings, the world's
we went snow skiing inside the.
Yeah, I went there.
You did that too?
I didn't go to the skiing.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
I brought back a keychain actually from there.
Yeah, and the penguins. You got to pet the penguins.
The penguins around.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So it was just a dope, and I met some really cool people.
Yeah.
I think I met some people from Copenhagen, and you know what I mean.
Really interesting cats out there, man. Really interesting
yeah.
people. So much money there.
Oh my
It's
God.
definitely its own little world, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's
crazy.
still growing.
Still-
Actually, people tell me that I wouldn't even recognize it because it's been 8 years, and they said it's even massive.
Buildings.
Yeah.
They put shit up so quick, man.
Well, because they never stop working. Like, you ever notice that the
Yeah,
construction
it's
workers, they
consistent.
put them on buses.
Yeah.
That's a little,
It's a lot.
little shady. But
Yeah, I get it.
they
It's like
they definitely are using a little slave labor.
Slave labor,
Yeah.
bro, for real, yeah. And I get ya. And when I was there, it was super hot. Oh, bro, it's so hot out there, mate.
Well, so
oh my god.
So I got to go. Both times I went was in November.
Okay.
And they told me, do not come here in the summer. They were like, it's miserable. Like, you
Mate,
can
if-
fry an egg on the
Mate,
asphalt.
literally, brother, I would literally leave my hotel, sweat. Like, and I'm a heavy sweater.
Yeah.
And it was like effortless. Like, I needed
God.
AC, mate. So it was like, if going out and you want to try and wear something nice, brother, it was wet.
Oh, wow.
Wet.
Yeah.
Hot, bruv. But again, great experience.
Yeah.
You know, I love the food and out there, and again, the people, the hospitality is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, super cool, man.
So if you go back, it'd be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping, hopefully, looking like 14th, 15th of October or something, get out there, be out there for about a week. So yeah, I'll find out a little bit more maybe over the weekend or like next week, I'll know more, but yeah, it could be fun.
So what else? So you're a fighter, but like, what else do you do?
What else,
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I coach as well.
Okay.
I'm getting more into shooting. I wouldn't mind, I'm kind of looking to get into like doing like private security, like bodyguard work.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a all-rounder when it comes to martial arts and fighting,
Yeah.
obviously, and knowing how to shoot as well. I'm a bit of a character. I'll get on with anyone. Doesn't matter your celebrity status or not. Like, I'll speak to you like you're normal people, mate.
Yeah.
So I feel like I vibe with anyone.
I've been
and
that way
everyone.
my whole life too.
But that's how it's got to be, mate.
Yeah.
I feel like people put on such a persona, especially with like social media, or they meet new people and they put on this extra voice and just fucking.
Isn't it
be
funny
you,
when you
bro.
you meet someone and all of a sudden they start changing their voice? It's like,
And I've seen it.
It's like
happen around other people. I'm
yeah.
like, that's not
And you're
who
like,
I'm
wait a minute,
fucking
why are you talking
to.
like that? Like,
Yeah,
it's
you know.
weird.
And yeah, a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm very, confident and like blessed with who I am and what I am, and I'm super raw.
I always
mate.
tell everybody you're uniquely you.
Yeah, bro. There's no one else like you.
So why try to be something
just
you're not?
own that shit,
just
bro.
own who you are.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
if people don't like it, fuck it. Who cares?
Get on with it, mate. Yeah,
Who
don't
cares?
speak to me. It's that simple.
Because people are gonna hate you no matter what.
Yeah.
And people are gonna love you no matter what.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You can't win.
Listen, you cannot win. There's haters everywhere. I said this on a recent podcast. It's like, especially when it comes to like social media, like you can post something, whether it's good or bad, and there will always be some form of negative or someone talking shit or criticizing or something somewhere.
Yep.
But these are guys that are bums sitting at home that do nothing, are doing nothing with their life, mate. At least I'm out here trying. I made the move. I left London, left all my friends and family, come here, figuring this out. I live on my own with 2 cats. I got no family here. I've been here 10
Like
years.
literally 2 cats?
Literally 2 cats.
Okay.
Saint and Salem.
I love that name. Those names are
they're
great.
Yeah, Salem's black. Like I had Salem first, and then like a year or two, I then got a blue tip Siamese. He's white, and I named him Saint. So I got Saint and Salem.
That's awesome. That's
Super
awesome.
cool, man.
Yeah, I
They're
love
my
that.
babies, bro. They're laying away.
My kids' names are Seven and Sage.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
my
cool.
boy is 7, and my daughter is Sage.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One day I look forward to having kids, man. I think it changes your life being a father, eh? Yeah,
Like-
I can imagine.
In a way that, Oscar's a father too. Like, it's
Gives you a real fucking purpose. I think.
more like the purpose, but also the joy.
Yep.
So I find that like when especially my boy is like, you watch him and the way he acts and the way his creativity and the way he does things, and you almost like say to yourself, you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like, why do we become so different than that childlike just person that we really truly are? So I think what it's done is it's made me younger in the joy of life and not being so, if things don't go wrong, not like being so caught up with it.
You got to keep your head screwed on. Because,
Yeah.
You got to be the protector. You got to be the guidance. You
Yep.
got to be who the kid's looking up to. You got to set a prime example of like a male figure.
Exactly.
And I'm blessed that I got a solid mum and a solid dad. 'Cause a lot of people don't have that. So,
Me too.
You know.
That's the best thing.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem of the world is that all these
many
single
broken
family
families.
broken families is sad.
Especially when the kids are being brought up with like just a mom, or just a father or whatnot. It's like it's nice being able to get the woman idea, the woman support and the male support, you know? Like, my dad was like, you know, my father legit is the only person I'm scared of. Like, but respectfully, like,
Right.
I love my dad to bits and I'll kick his ass,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but I would never lay my hands on him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like, he's fucking told me off, slapped me and that, and he's like, go on, hit me, and I'm like, I'm never gonna touch you, Dad, you know? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'll never
There's
do
a
that.
respect there.
There is a respect there, but it's like, without that structure that I had with him, I feel I would have gone a little sideways, you know what I mean? Especially, again, when I was younger, because my mum, you know, had her own little issues. So yeah, that was the bit of the backbone at that time of my life, you know. But now it's like any, you know, conversation we're talking about women or anything like that, I'm like, Mum. And then like she gives me the best info, mate. You know, my mum's
How's the dating scene here in
Miami?
Miami?
It's crazy. So I'm actually newly single. And the last podcast I did, literally with them guys, me and the missus actually like broke up the day after, sadly. So,
oh man.
Yeah, I know. It was like 10 months in, and I couldn't believe it, but it just didn't work. Whatever. Just got our differences, and she didn't really see the future and wanted to go her way. So it was her idea, not mine, but it is what it is, you know. But when it comes to dating now, I'm into definitely more like the Latina girls, you know. Like British girls and that, English girls. I don't want to be with a bird who sounds like me, personally, you know. Like, especially now how long I've been out here, I enjoy being British, I enjoy being different, you know. I've been with a Cuban girl, I've been with a Venezuelan girl, I've been with, my recent girl was a Colombian.
Okay.
You know, so I'm definitely more the Latina side of things, but Miami's kind of crazy, man. You know,
I'm about to say those Latinas are nuts, bro.
They really are.
There's some fire in them.
They really are. Yeah, but it's just finding the right one, you know, a girl that's like not on OnlyFans and doesn't want to like spread her ass on social media.
Oh my God, it's hard to find them then.
So hard, mate. You know, it's just trying to find a nice, loyal chick, and like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about my future, and I'm coming up to 36. You know, I do want to have kids.
You're still young.
At some point.
Still young.
I am still young.
Crazy young.
But I just think
bro,
about being
crazy.
like my parents were like 16 and 17 when they had me.
No, I know, but it's just a different,
It's just
world
it's
now. Yeah,
it is a different world. But honestly, for me right now, I'm still finding my feet, still finding, you know, where I'm at in life, still like trying to, just even financially, just getting more stability with anything and everything, you know, get myself out there, building the brand, obviously brutal, you know, just building the name and everything. And then, you know, I'll get to a point where it's like, I think I'm ready for that, you know?
I always think that you oftentimes, like because right now you're still becoming, like you're still growing.
Oh, mate, and I even see the maturity in myself.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy. I actually mentioned this again on another podcast not too long ago. It was like my last fight, just even how I was backstage and everything, and I went out to the fight. When I sit and watch the actual fight itself, the walkout and everything, like I look at myself and I'm like, I look like a veteran. Like, I look mature. I feel like I look like I know what I'm doing in a weird sense. Mm-hmm. But it's the first time in my career, 20 years of actual combat sports, where I'm like, I think I'm actually maturing to, like, I think I'm actually turning into a man now.
How many fights have you had?
I've had around 50 professional fights.
Oh, wow.
30 MMA fights. You know, I've fought MMA since 2006 till 2018. Okay. And then I transitioned to boxing. I had a couple boxing fights, and I've had now 7 bare knuckle fights. I've had kickboxing fights. I've had kickboxing fights with MMA gloves. I've done fucking everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why the slapping and stuff is like...
Well, it's interesting that you said that, though, to have 50-something fights, and you're finally, like, at a place where you're like...
And that's what I mean. People think
that's amazing,
like this.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not something that
But it's such
a
great example to everybody out there, because we live in this instant world.
Bro, at one point in my MMA career, I went on, like... 6-fight losing streak, and it's like you look at that, and anyone else looking at that, it's like, I've quit, you're done. But now look at me, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I, from them 6 losses, I become champions. Back in the day, obviously, when I was doing my MMA, like, I ended up taking championships and went on like a 11-fight win streak. So it's like there is, you know, it's down to your commitment, your determination, and persistence, mate. Because it doesn't come easy, and it's like how you accept the losses. That's been the biggest thing. And for me, someone I always bring up, a big one that was a big mental fart for me, but like the biggest lesson was against a fella called Julian Lane. It was my second fight in. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do.
Yeah.
He's in prison right now.
Is he? Bang bro, dude, yeah?
I think he got locked. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe,
I don't want to put that out there if it's not.
No, maybe that.
I saw something. I think I'm thinking about the different guy. No, I'm thinking about the different guy.
It's someone else?
It's another UFC, because he used to fight in the UFC.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's another guy that I think they were on the same, what was that show?
Oh, Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah, Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
I think they were on the same show, and it was a guy that had like a grenade tattooed on his neck.
I know who you're talking about.
And he got locked
I know
up
who the
because he
fuck you're
beat up
talking
his
about.
girlfriend or something.
Yes, it's crazy, bro. I remember that.
Right?
That grenade thing on his neck.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I remember seeing that. I was younger. I was like, I want to get grenade toed on me. I remember
It
that.
does
That's
look
quite
cool,
funny.
yeah.
What was his name?
But I can't remember his name. But Julian Lang, I think, was on that same
Might have been on the
Ultimate
same
Fighter. I
season or
think,
some shit.
and they kind of remind me of each other a little bit, like Julian
yeah.
Lang's probably. But anyways, I know who you're talking about.
So Lane, yeah, like he punched the shit out of me. It was my second bare knuckle fight. It was his 7th. I'm at 7 fights now.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, from my first fight to now, the understanding of bare knuckle itself and the sport, and understand how to defend and everything, like it's its own sport, bro. And like I had that one fight, done the 6 rounds, and then my second fight was with Lane. At the time, I'd come away from my management, and not my management. I come away from my boxing coach and everything. Actually, no, I did have a manager, and yeah, I cancelled, like got out of my contract with my manager and that. I was kind of like a bit of a lone soldier, so I just had like my boy like training me in that literally. So I just went in for the fight. But yeah, it ended up being a fucking long night for me. But it was like one of them ones where it showed me how tough I was, because like I took a pasting, mate. Like I still was pressing him, getting in his face. I had like I had 2 cuts in my forehead, and I had like this big one, like he scarred me for life, you know. I had a big one under my eye, and I was pissing out with blood. Like if you look on my page, I'm sure you've seen videos of me.
I remember that fight. I remember that fight. I always said, so I've known about you for a long time, because Steffi Cohen.
Okay.
I knew her for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And then
that was the Venezuelan I said about dating.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't bring that up.
No, that's just
and I know she's got her stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Super crazy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I came to watch one of her first like boxing fights, and you were there.
Okay, yeah.
And then it intrigued me, and so I started watching some of your fights. And
okay.
I'm telling you, like, but even in your losses, to your point, you are a tough motherfucker.
You know,
like, you know what I mean?
That. Yeah,
like,
they're lessons for me,
yeah.
you know? And especially that fight specifically, because like I knew I was losing. I could have just called it, you know? But obviously I kept going and going. I was smiling after the fight. He knocked me down, smiling on the ground. I get back up, knocks me down again. Smile, laughing off. I'm like, fuck, you know, mate. Yeah, long one, just keep it going, bro. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, okay, bang, bang. And I got through that shit. I was in pain after. I'll tell you that, bro.
Can't imagine.
I was super sore.
He hits hard.
It's weird. Like it's not that it felt hard, but his hands felt sharp. It was weird. It was like every time he was hitting me, it felt like it was like damaging me. But it's not that it felt hard.
Really?
His hands felt like bony.
Okay.
You know, weirdly. It wasn't like a thud.
It was like interesting. That's what
sharp. It's like a sharp feeling.
Justin Gagey said about Charles Oliveira.
Okay.
Said that it felt like stingy.
Yeah, stingy.
Like a shock.
Yeah, because he was like hitting me and like moving out of the way, hitting me and moving out of the way, hitting me, and like he was always out of range. I was like 2-3 seconds behind everything, just missing. So it was again a super long night, but it did show me how tough and what my durability. Like, bro, I gladiated that out. You know, I lost 100%. Yeah, fair, but like even the feedback I got from that, it was like, bro, you're a soldier, you're a warrior, absolute gladiator, win or lose, bro, like that was absolute savage, like respect, you know? So it made me, I had to sit and really like think about my career and everything, even just after that, I was like, damn. But then I got back in, had some more fights, and, you know, I've been winning, you know? And obviously I'm now just come off this, July 12th, I got a first round TKO, I literally threw 2 left hooks, knocked him down with both of them. He got up, stumbled around, and that was the fight. 53 seconds. And it's like I've had long-winded nights, 10 minutes of fucking having my face smashed in, you know, and then doing that, it's like, damn, I come out of a bare knuckle fight completely super clean, hands good, nothing. I was like, I called him up literally the next day or a couple of days. I was like, yo, can I get another fight? Because like, that wasn't even a fucking fight.
Right,
you know?
right.
But yeah, no, the bare knuckle's crazy, man. But yeah, again, just through the experiences and like them losses, you just got to see it, reevaluate, see what's going on, get back on the bike, mate, and keep going.
You have a new team now?
Well, yeah, I say not necessarily a new team. Obviously, from that fight, from then onwards, after that fight, was working with a fellow called Jeff Peritz, which is the Beta Bay boxing, and him and Kevin Gleason. But I've been working mostly more with Kevin as of recent. But yeah, great coaches, mate, really, really good. They definitely fixed up my style and my footwork, and I'd say it's quite funny actually. So after the Julian Lane fight, Obviously, my face was smashed. So I had to let the stitches and everything heal up and that. A month later, I was out in Puerto Rico sparring with Jake Paul. And like I know his team and obviously everything. I've had like 4 fight camps with him now.
Okay.
So yeah, I went out to Puerto Rico and I had a sit-down conversation with Jay Leon, like one of Jake's coaches. Sound guy, super cool dude. And he was like with Floyd Mayweather for like 14 years, 15, like super skilled, mate. Proper, really good boxer. And first thing he showed me, I was standing on my front foot, and he like moved my feet around, pushed me back a little bit, and like I was like heavy on the front. He sat me back on my back foot, and like he was like, boom. He was like, nah, this is where you want to be, and he's explaining it, and I was like, oh my God, bro, what the fuck have I been doing? Literally just changed up my shit like that. Next day I was sparring with Jake, and I was literally thinking about my back foot the whole time, and like and even Jay Leon was like, you're doing it like better, that's way better, you know? And it was like, damn, like it was really...
That's a pretty cool moment, too.
Yeah.
To do it as all... Probably like both, though. It probably kind of pissed you off a little bit.
It pissed me off a little bit, like,
damn, I've been doing this the whole fucking time.
You know? And I'm like, what? I'm like, at this point, I was 15, 16 years into combat sports.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you got to sort your feet out. I was like, damn, bro. And it was literally just a little transfer in the weights. And now when I come to coaching or I'm training anyone, it's like footwork, hips, sit on that back foot, blah, blah, blah. You know, obviously my skills I just share with everyone else, you know what I mean? How I coach them and whatnot. But yeah, it really opened my eyes to just like how important the feet were, man. Like the footwork is everything, bro. Everything. You can't be stagnant on your feet, especially with the bare knuckle. Again, like I said to you, I'm super explosive. I can jump in, jump out. And with the bare knuckle, you want to get in, get out, so you're not in range, firing range, because it doesn't take nothing to get hurt.
Right.
I literally remember my debut. I remember just getting jabbed in the mouth and like completely ripped my lip open. Oof. Literally had a fucking pussy on my mouth. I'm like, bruv, I could feel it. I was like, yo, what the fuck? It was crazy, mate. So yeah, it's like
because it's got just a lot of cuts.
Well,
and
got, you know,
there's
for
no
anyone
protection.
watching, it's just like just like you can just like feel it. It's like hard, you know. So like when you contact, especially on the skin, because it's a tight, hard area, because you got bone behind it. It takes nothing to cut,
right?
You know. So yeah, but bare knuckles cool, man.
How you know, because there's all these haters on Jake Paul. Like
honestly, mate,
like he's really doing it, right? Like he's really putting in the work, right?
Hats off to him, mate. Yeah, like from even I sparred with him since he fought Ben Askren.
Oh wow! So for a long time,
Mate. Yeah. You know, I've had 4 solid fight camps. My last proper fight camp with him was for the Mike Perry fight.
Okay.
I was a great partner for him for that. Bare knuckle, I could mimic.
Yeah.
I'm very good at mimicking fighters and their style. I gave Jake a little bit more better head movement because the dude fucking cracks, and I'm not going to stand in the pocket and let him punch me.
Yeah, right.
Literally, kind of how he did Perry. You know? I knew he was going to smoke Perry, mate. There was just no way. When you go from bare knuckle to over to boxing, if you're not a boxer and really understand defense and slipping and rolling and countering stuff, you're in for a long night.
It's like a different sport. I mean, it's all different sports.
And that's what I mean. Jake is a good boxer, you know.
What do you think about this Tank fight?
You know, it's
a little weird, right?
It's a weird one. It's like because of the weight thing,
it's so disparate. Like it really is not even close.
Because Jake
even height,
Jake makes me look small, and I walk around like.
And you're not a small guy.
No, I'm not.
Like, you know,
I'm 5'8". You know, I'm stocky.
But
I'm strong.
Jacked,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
You know, like I'll sit around like 200 pounds. Yeah. Jake's normally like 215.
So you fight at 185, but you're
75.
175, and you walk around like 200.
I walk around about 200.
Okay.
You know, 200 is like a nice weight. 195 is probably better. You know, about 20 pounds out from fight weight. Just like to keep my abs out and stuff, but you know, we enjoy eating, have a couple of drinks with your friends and whatnot.
Exactly, right.
And it's like you can do all that, but you gotta, again, no days off, mate. You gotta stay chipping away.
Yep.
When you can eat like shit and let your hair down a little bit, but if you're not training as well, it's an issue. And that's what I've always figured out. As long as I'm still training, doing my thing, you know, you can let things slip here and there. Unless you're in fight camp, it's a little bit different. But, you know, but yeah, back to Jake, it's like, he's very, you know, he listens very well. He's super hard working, mate. Like he does work really hard, and he hits fucking hard, mate. You know, he's hurt me with some.
Because he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, bro.
That's why this doesn't make any sense.
He broke my nose. He detached my top lip. He hit me with an uppercut, ripped the inside of my mouth, the inside of my lip, like stitched back in. busted my ribs.
Hopefully they pay for this.
Yeah, bro, yeah, they pay me for sparring, yeah. But like, yeah, should pay me more, bro.
I was about to say.
Dude dishes that damage. But now I've had a lot of rounds with Jake. You know, met Logan a few times. Super cool dude as well.
Yeah.
They're nice people, man.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I've heard.
You know, met his parents. I've been to their house. Like,
Okay.
you know, I've seen the family. You know, really, really cool people. You know, but yeah, like hats off to him for what he's doing. But yeah, this fight with Tank is if Tank goes in there fighting how he fights and like really tight and super explosive, I reckon he could definitely outscore Jake.
Right.
You know, realistically, I do believe that. But it's just like the weight is just, you know.
I mean, it's a good, legitimate
I've moved around,
40, 50 pound difference.
Like, it's significant as far as I'm
and
aware.
height. I don't even how
know
tall is Tank? 5'6"?
No, I don't even know. Actually, I kind of want
He's
to know.
teeny.
Yeah,
I've seen him in person. He's teeny.
You know, so yeah, it's like you got that.
But then you saw Logan fight Floyd.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
It's a similar aspect.
It's basically
to that,
similar to
you
that.
know.
And I don't know if you remember, Floyd caught Logan like 2 or 3 times clean, and it didn't do anything because he's so little.
Yeah, that's what
yeah. So I don't see
that's what
much
I mean.
happening.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah. But it's
like,
definitely money. I mean, it's a lot of money.
God.
Hell, a lot of money.
Give me.
You know what I mean?
Fight like
It's
that, you know? Like Jake, like yo, you want to square it up,
Yeah.
bruv? Like, you know, all love, mate. It's all business, but like, give me a fucking payday. Like, let's have a fucking go. Yeah, crazy, mate. There's so much money. Like, what is one thing I do respect about Jake and their team is like how good they are at like advertising and selling. You know,
Is Jake? Is it Misfits Jake? Or is that
no?
Doesn't? What is?
No. That
Okay.
The Zone. That's something else. Misfits is KSI.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I fought on Misfits one time against Chris Avila. You know,
They pay good too, right?
Yeah, they pay well.
Okay,
They pay good.
all right.
Yeah, they get a lot. They get a lot of views, and
Yeah.
you know, obviously it's all stream stuff. You know, the same as I think like brand risk. Like Aiden Ross has got his own little thing. Same thing. When you got guys that have money to be able to like put into it, you can like look after the guys. You know what I mean? But there's some shows and that, you know, fucking even now I still fight for fucking peanuts, mate. You know, I don't be making money like people think I'm making money. People think I'm fucking rich, and now I'm like, bro, you know nothing. I'm digging.
The fight game's brutal.
I'm digging into my fucking credit cards right now. Like you don't know shit, you know. But it's like, yeah, it's just.
Well, we got to monetize you, man.
That's the thing,
you know.
It's like I've, you know, and I know that, and it's like I've had people tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do and whatnot, and try to help me with that.
Yeah.
So I had a good conversation yesterday with Phil DeRue, and I know he's got his own little agency thing. He's got like an online program situation and whatnot. And I think that's probably going to be the route. You know, if I can make money online, like a lot of these people do, and I don't have to be at a location, I think you're winning, mate.
No,
100%. If you can make bread online, that's just that's how it should be. You know what I mean?
We can definitely.
That's where I got to get to.
We can definitely talk offline. I can help you with that.
100%, yeah, we'll chop it up.
You should be.
I should be, yeah.
You should be crushing it.
I know.
With your personality, with your knowledge, your experience.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: there's guys doing it that don't have like 1/8 of your experience, knowledge, look,
and they're making
talent,
bread, bro.
and they're making crazy money.
You
know, so
I've definitely got to figure out my next little thing. You know, I don't have an agent. I don't have nothing. I'm completely like free of any contracts or anything. No contract with like. With a fight,
no manager, no
manager,
nothing,
no nothing. You know, my next kind of steps is hopefully to get into a little bit more into like acting and stuff like that. I wanted to tattoo my face, and I was like, I think I should save it. You know,
don't tattoo your face.
You know what I mean?
Because and again,
and it was more.
You're gonna do whatever you want to do.
Like like chin or like something.
You're too handsome, bro. Like don't do that.
I know. So look,
and if you want to go into acting, then you'll completely limit your roles. You know,
but that was the thing. Yeah. It's like okay, now I have this on my forehead and my skull, and I can grow my hair out and whatnot.
I've seen you do that. I've seen you shave it.
Yeah, I got a full head of hair. Like, I grow really good hair. I choose to have shaved hair. I prefer it, and especially here, it's super hot. And
even when I had hair, I used to shave my head all the time too.
Yeah, it's just
easier.
It is. It's way easier, mate. Go to the barbers every week, 2 weeks. You want to look fresh, got to get a fade, and you're scheduling appointments. Like, bruv, just like I literally, I shave in the car majority of the time. I have a skull shaver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm literally driving 10 minutes, done. Literally, I'm like, I got to shave. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Do that in the car, get everything, get in the car. Literally shaved today on the way down to down here. Yeah, it was just like in the car, mate. It's just so easy.
So what organization is it DAZN? Is that
no? The Zone is its own streaming platform like on that's on like box office, not box office, like that's just a channel.
Oh, okay.
DAZN is just a channel.
All right.
Yeah, DAZN.
So what is the promote? Is it just Jake Paul Promotions or something?
No, so he has MVP. Most valuable promotions.
Okay,
that's him.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to think of the
his,
name
and his
of
manager
it.
or whatever. That's their thing, you know. And you got to think like things that he done for like Amanda Serrano and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, she was fighting, you know, regular paydays as a chick, and then she came over to there and she's a fucking millionaire, mate.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So that's one thing about it. People can talk their shit, but he's making people money.
No, he's making people money.
He's bringing eyes in.
Yep.
I feel like he definitely did make boxing more entertaining, for sure, because of his style of like being able to sell it. You know, like how he does with the W and that. It's like the marketing stuff. Like they're bang on it. You know, and hats off to him. It's like, you know, you can watch and learn, literally.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like blasting it and being on top of it. So.
Is Bare Knuckle a good organization as far as how they treat the
they treat the guys and they're good. Sometimes
fighters?
a little bit complicated to like, you know, communicate with and stuff. And like I feel like I've been a little bit sitting on the back burner a bit, you know. But that is what it is. There's other companies that want to, you know.
Did Connor help it or hurt it?
That's what I mean. I hear that from a lot of people, you know. People are like, man, he's so fucking cheesy and whatever. But at the same time, like, he's really good with his words.
Yeah.
Like, he's very good at speaking and, like, selling it.
Yeah.
He is. But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't technically add value because it's like, is McGregor is still a fucking face on the world, you know, definitely in the eyes. So when he's definitely bringing more attention to the sport itself, you know what I mean. And then being from Ireland, it's, you know, it's all like proper gypsy fighting and shit.
Exactly.
You know? So like I can see it in that aspect that it probably did benefit, but you know, when these guys slip and they dealing with outside problems, it doesn't do good for the company. Anybody, so he's been, you know, ratted out for little bits of bullshit. Yeah. I feel like that kind of doesn't influence it well, you know. It doesn't translate.
What sheds the wrong light on
you know what I'm saying?
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I met him at my last fight actually. Like after the event and stuff, I knew the security and everything. They fucking like come meet him. I went in, shoot his hand and that, blah blah. He's like, man, great fight, whatever. He seemed cool, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the bare knuckle is definitely its own thing, man. So it is a fun sport. You enjoy watching it?
I love it. Yeah.
It's fucking raw.
It's to me right now. I mean, I love UFC too, but
like
I don't even watch sports anymore. I only watch combat stuff now. Like it's
me too.
Sports have gotten so soft. It's just boring.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
So,
the MMA stuff definitely. There's definitely some good like entertaining fights. You know, people like, you know, Sugar Sean's on the card. I'm watching it. You know, but I'm not like every weekend like how people are. I'm watching the fights. Go watch the fights and putting bets on and you know.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
I'm not big like that. Sometimes now and then I put bets on, but and again, even when it comes to the fights, I'm not like I have to watch it.
Right.
You know, like bro, I've been in fight sports my entire life. It's like fuck me, man. I've had enough fighting. You know, I see it so much. I do it every day. I want to go home and watch like the Great British Bake Off. You know, Great British Show. You know, yo, shout out to Paul Hollywood. Yo, dude's a legend, mate.
Yeah.
He come across my page and I started following. I don't know if you know Paul Hollywood.
No, who is it?
Okay, have you ever heard of the Great British Baking Show?
No.
The Great British Bake Off.
All right.
It's a cooking show. You look it up on Netflix.
Okay.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And it's like British baking, and it's like an old lady, fucking like younger guys, whatever, and it's like 12 people, and then people get eliminated like each week and whatever. And like so, Paul Hollywood, like out of any celebrity status kind of people, now I got people following me that got millions of followers and this, that, and the other. Bro, the fact that Paul Hollywood follows me on socials, I was like, bro, that's legendary. I was like, that's so sick.
That's
you know,
cool.
because it's like baking and cooking, but that dude knows who I am in my world, yet I watch his show religiously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because for me, it reminds me of back home in London, because it's all British.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I've been watching that shit since London to even now. And
There's something about cooking shows that are so like
Yeah.
relaxing.
Honestly, you gotta look it up.
All right, I'll
British
check it
Baking
out.
Show, yeah.
Yesterday I had Miami food porn.
Okay.
On the podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So she was telling me all the hot spots to go to.
Yeah,
and
Miami
stuff.
food porn.
Yeah.
Actually, trying to think if
yeah.
I done a little 3-minute thing with two food people recently.
Okay.
Actually, I can't remember the exact name, so I might be maybe the first
Okay.
one. It might be one of them. But yeah. No,
Are you a foodie?
I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
You know, I've definitely got better with my food. Yeah, but yeah, I enjoy it. I don't cook too much. I do simple stuff, fry a steak, cook up ground beef, eggs, whatever.
Yeah. That's what we cook, right?
Yeah,
Steaks,
just
eggs,
fucking
bacon.
man shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just alpha shit.
Right.
So, yeah, I can't, man, how people do the vegan stuff and that.
I don't see
Bruh,
it.
it's
I have to be able to grill out. I have to be able to, I'm definitely carnivore, so
Yeah.
I have to eat my steaks and eggs.
I don't understand,
Yeah.
like, you know, all the beans and that, and people having all these stomach problems and this.
Well,
and like,
what cracks me up, so anytime someone tells me they're vegan, whether the hottest chick in the world or some jack dude, all I think about as soon as they say vegan, all I think about, boy, you shit 6 times a day. So especially all these girls that are doing vegan, I'm like, you must poop all the time.
Yeah, literally.
'Cause that's literally because I hate it when they use the example of like gorillas or eat. Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, they also are in a constant state of flatulence or whatever. I'm not sure.
Right, okay.
I'm saying, so they're farting and shitting all day long. Because they only eat rubbish or whatever that's called.
Yeah,
isn't that wild?
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I can't live my life.
I don't get it.
Just eating beans.
Yeah,
bro.
no, you gotta have some meat.
Yeah,
in
all
your
the
life.
soy and that shit's like give you titties.
It might
or
be the
whatever it is.
problem of what's going on.
Yeah, mate,
you know?
too much estrogen.
Too much
out in the
estrogen.
world, bro.
Too much soy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
No,
It
it's
is-
wild.
It's crazy.
Wild.
It's crazy times right now, bro. The world is fucking mental, mate.
No, it's crazy.
Absolutely, mate. Especially like this thing obviously just happened with Charlie and that, and it's like all the conspiracy stuff and this and that, and then people congratulating. It's like, bro,
No,
like
it's insane.
I was never a fan of Charlie. I wasn't, like, personally. I feel like now the abortion side of things, I feel like a woman should have that choice. Personally, each their own. But that's my view, and he was completely against that. Doesn't mean I want the dude dead.
Yeah,
Like,
but
come on,
also
bro.
too, he talked about the differences.
It explains.
He wasn't like
everything. Explains
hating
everything.
it. He was just
yeah.
explaining it and having dialogue with other people. That was all he was
Literally,
doing.
You know, I'm saying. He's
So when you
racist,
say he's
you know?
racist and all this stuff, you're not understanding
Yeah,
like
no,
what was going on here.
No,
It was a debate, and that's when you lose society. And then also think that people are a victim of their algorithm.
Yep.
So what I mean by that is you're constantly being fed what you like.
Okay.
So very, very rarely are you fed something that's an opposing view.
Right.
So think about you're living in this like little box, right, all day long on your phone, scrolling, and it's feeding you everything that you want to hear.
Because it knows what you
So
want.
it's reaffirming your beliefs. So then when you hear something like this happen, you are so quick to just say that it's wrong because that's already like built in you. It's part of you're in your own like
I
world.
understand. That
And then I describe it like this too. You're in terms of your perspective is based on your proximity.
Okay.
So let's say this. Let's say somebody before I got to meet you was talking shit about you, right? And so now I don't know you at all. I'm glad I'm glad to know you now.
Yeah.
But if someone's doing that and I don't know the person, I don't know them. So now I'm taking what they're saying and like just saying, yeah, you're right. But my proximity to you is there is no like I don't even know you.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
we're like agreeing, but it's like, but you don't know.
but you don't know them. In my opinion, you shouldn't have any opinion on anyone that you haven't done this with.
100%.
You know, like if you haven't
100%.
sat down with another man, looked them in the eye, woman or whatever, shook their hand, felt their energy, you know,
I'm big on that.
then it's like you can't be talking about them.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
You can't.
And it doesn't matter how many 15-second videos you've watched or what.
Yeah.
Because I know people that follow me on Instagram and they act like they know me. And then they'll say something in my DMs that have nothing to do with anything that I like or what I don't like.
To who you are.
Right, because they don't know who I am.
They see social media.
Exactly.
That's it. And same with me. It's like, I do my best. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, even like more poddies and stuff. Because it's like, it's good for me to talk more rather than people just seeing me training or
beating people up.
Literally, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
literally violent stuff,
Right.
Or whatever. It's like, bro, I'm a bit of a comedian. Like, I love joking, you know, I love making people laugh. I make myself fucking laugh, you know. So it's nice to be able to like talk and express, and actually people know and express more about who we are as people.
Yes.
Because people see brutal Bostwick and they see tattoos and think, fuck, let me cross the street. But it's like, bro, like, you want to be on the same street as me, mate. You want to be, like, I'm going to do my best to defend you in a situation. Something went off right now. You know, like, I got a massive art, man. I wear that shit on my sleeve. I'm very proud of it, you know? But it's like, yeah, mate, you just got to, like, yeah, man, the day and age is just so crazy, bro.
I feel like So it's why I chose the pit bull as our logo. So I feel like the pit bull, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions, is it's the most misunderstood dog on the planet.
100%, bro.
And so for me, I believe that as people, we're misunderstood. And what I mean by that is if a pit bull walked in here, most people are going to be like, like that.
Of course.
And if you and I walk in here even like this, like, you got more tats than me, but we're both like big, intimidating guys, right?
Yeah.
So people judge us instantly. We're dumb jocks, we're on steroids, we're this, that, and another. And in fact, it's the complete opposite.
Always,
like,
bro.
if they spent like 2 hours with us, they'd be like blown away by the things we talk about.
They're gonna want to be your friend.
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, I want you to be my
But
friend.
I feel like as a society, we all do that instantly. We immediately put our like opinion on what's on the outside.
Oh yeah, bro.
Immediately.
Obviously the saying, like, you should never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It's the primest example, especially me. Like, because you can look at me, and obviously I look, it does pretty savage. I got tattoos on my fucking skull, and I'm black out ink, But like, understand that speaks for me and who I am. Like, when you talk to me and hear me, you'd understand maybe why I do got tattoos and why I have done this to my body, But like, me, and anyone that does actually know me, they know how big my heart is, how much I love when I'm in a relationship. Like, I'm all in, I'm committed or not committed, you know what I mean? And it's like, I love hard, like, I got massive heart, mate. But it's like, people do judge just on the exterior. But like, majority of people, they speak to me for 5 minutes, they're like, oh, you are nothing like what you look like. I'm like, right.
But what does that even mean?
I know,
it's
right?
like, you're like,
you look at the tattoos and that,
you
it's
know?
like, oh, this dude must be crazy. Like fucking, I don't know, he's mental or he's.
And it's
fucking
2025.
drunk.
Like, it's
bro,
like, what are we
everyone's got
talking
tattoos.
about? Like,
Everyone's got tattoos and shit.
when was the first tattoo?
I was 17 in Thailand.
Oh, young.
It was the tribal. I've had obviously all of it now, like sort of covered in.
Okay.
But the back stuff, it was all the tribal. That was my first piece. I was 17 in Thailand. It was, and then about a week. Did I do first? I think I done that first, and then on the back of my neck, I got the old like bamboo stuff. So that was pretty cool. So I got the gal yod at the top of my neck, like the triangle. I got like the Thai 5 lines and another piece. And that was all done with the bamboo. But the first thing I got the tribal and then the gal yod on the top of my neck. I was 17.
Were you instantly kind of like, oh, I'm getting more.
tattoos, yeah. But it's like, I can't.
Because I've heard that they can be like addicting.
It can be addicting, yeah. The pain isn't.
I've never felt that way because when I got my first tattoo when I was like 36, 37.
Okay.
And I waited a long time.
I respect that though.
Because I couldn't like, and I mean, I had so many ideas over the years, and thank God I didn't do half the things I came up with. But so I finally got this huge. It means harmony on the side. Okay. And it's like these musical notes. I love music. Like I'm obsessed with music.
Okay, that's what.
And so I did that. But while I was doing it, the guys like you were covered in tattoos, were walking by.
Yeah.
And going, oh, damn, like that, because it's huge on my ribs.
Right.
And that's the first one. And that's like the
For
most
first
painful.
piece, yeah, super sore.
Bro, I almost chewed the inside of my cheek off. It hurt so bad.
How long was, do you remember?
5.5 hours. And I was like, motherfucker. The whole time I was just,
any numbing, anything?
Do what?
Any numbing, anything?
No, nothing. No.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of whiskey and that was it.
I'll tell you what, mate. So as you said that, it's quite funny.
Yeah.
That is what I do for the last couple years. That is literally what I do. On the way, I'll go buy myself like a small little bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
I have a couple mouthfuls. Like, we get the stencil on, get everything on. Let the stencil dry. Whatever it is we're doing. I have a couple mouthfuls, mate. Just like, enough to get you like a little buzzed, and it definitely.
Oh, it definitely helps.
Definitely.
But that first one was miserable.
Yeah, bro.
And then it was funny because then I got my next one. I didn't feel a thing. Like it was on the inside,
okay.
And I was just like, "Oh, that's cool." Like,
chilling,
I think this one was so bad that it was like,
it made that one seem so.
Then I got one done on my back, and I felt like the whole time that they were doing it on my head.
Yeah.
So it was funny because I kept asking. I was like, "Bro, you on my back?" Because it literally.
The nerves and everything.
Yeah.
Bro,
so
weird.
how does the one on the head feel?
Yo, bro. I'll tell you what. So I done the back of my head, then I done the side. I still had hair. And then I done my top of my head, 2022, 2023, 2022, I think it was, 2023. It was Christmas Day. I was on my own, single, at home with the cats. I was a bit like sad, I suppose. I was having a bit of a Britney Spears moment. I was like, I want to fucking shave my head. I want to see the old Bostwick. I hadn't seen my shaved head in years.
Yeah.
Like since I moved to America. I literally grew my hair when I was like 24, and I hadn't shaved my head until when I tattooed the top of it.
Okay.
So it was Christmas Day. I was like, yeah, it took me about 15 minutes to try and shave it, bruv. And then eventually got the clippers on. I was like, and I was like, meow. I was like, all right, that's it. So I shaved it up, and I was like, fuck. And it was like the way the tattoo was on the back and the sides, here was white. And I had obviously no sunlight for 10 years and nothing. So the sides of my head and the back of my head was black. Right. So it looked like I was receded.
Yeah.
I had
you look bald.
Like, bro, literally
Right.
5 minutes. I was like looking at it, I was like, bro, called my tattooist. And I was like, brother, listen, I know it's Christmas Day, sorry to interrupt.
It's emergency.
You're at home with your missus and your
Yeah.
kid and that. I'm like, bro. I was like, I need to tattoo the top of my head, mate. I need to put something on there. I was thinking about a face or a mask of some sort and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I say less. And he lives literally like 20 minutes from my house.
Okay.
But he was up in Orlando. So I phoned up one of my boys. We went up there about 3 days later or something, and we drove up to Orlando because he was going to be back in like 2 weeks. And I was like, no, I need it done now. Like, I'm very like that. I'm going to get it done.
Yeah.
So I went up there, put the top piece on. Yeah, it was sore. Mate, it was like, you got a lot of nerves and that in your head.
Oh, I can't imagine.
My eyes were like watering the whole time. Oof. Like, it was very rich. I had about
Because it kind of like rattles too, right?
It was
a little bit?
rattly, but it's like, you know, you got to think all the hair follicles and stuff. So you got to think, it's like, and I've just shaved it with a razor, you know?
God.
So, you know, it's like fresh.
Right, yeah. Very sensitive,
Mate,
yeah.
and obviously putting the stencil on, not straight, take the stencil off. Putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, I'm like, fuck. But whatever, yeah, that was rich, mate. And then literally we done that, and the same thing, the way the face finished, I still had like gaps here. So I still looked receded. And I was like, I need to fill these gaps, mate. So then we put that piece, and then with the mandala, I was like, yo, let's put a mandala. He was like, look, I'll put it on. I was like, look, put it on there big, and then we can like, he said, like, I'll put it on there big, and we'll wipe away what you don't want.
Yeah.
So he stuck it on, and I was like, keeping the whole shit.
Yeah.
We took off a couple of the triangles, and I was like, do you know what, mate? Blast it. I know it was a lot, but honestly, because it's dot work, it's still quite light. It's not like blick black. And then, yeah, mate, so that was it. And then I put the blessed, because obviously I'm blessed, mate, with life. So
Yeah.
I put the blessed up on there.
Have blessed on the wall. So.
Yeah, you know, it's a nice word. I say it a lot,
Yeah.
you know, to a lot of people, and you know, we are blessed to be waking up, breathing today.
Yeah.
There's people that didn't, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
And I do try and take that into consideration when I'm having a rough time. I sit and think like, man, there's people in way worse situations, you know what I mean? And I feel that's lending my drive to, you know, go about my shit and go about my day. Stay thriving, you know what I mean? Obviously, we all get down, but it's like, we are blessed, you know what I mean? We're breathing, fucking look at the gym facility you got, what you've created and grown, like, you're fucking blessed, mate.
Blessed.
You know, down to your own hard work and sacrifices and whatnot and lessons learned along the way, but yeah, man, we are blessed.
So you getting more tattoos?
I will.
Yeah.
I'm done with, like, obviously my upper body, my upper face and head and stuff. You know, I want to, you know, finish up like in my arm. I wouldn't mind doing my armpits.
Yeah.
I got my back's kind of covered. I've got like my lower back and stuff, and like I got stuff around here. But like I got one sort of tiger, like this tiger on my back. I don't like it. Like it's shit. So I'm gonna get that lasered. It's on the left side, and I've got like a whole bit of back space. So I want to do maybe a nice back piece. So that'll probably be next. I'm gonna leave my left leg. I'm adamant about that. The left leg and the left side of my body, leaving that. I like it that it's clean and white.
Okay.
And it's
little
like
contrast.
It's like yin yang.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like half of my body is black, but it's nice to have that. Especially when I'm in shape. I see my abs. The ink can kind of hide it all. You know.
Right.
So I'll leave all that. I'm pretty adamant about that. But I'll do more on my back. What about you?
And for you, well, I want to do more tattoos, but only like little ones.
Yeah.
And so I always feel bad, like with these tattoo artists, to ask them to do like little shit. You know?
Yeah. No, I get it.
So, but I've put it off, but I definitely want
Get round to it. But it's, you know, it's one of the things. Is you're
Yeah.
never into it, you're not. It's like, you know, if you want it, you want it. If you
Yeah,
don't,
exactly.
you don't.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm one of those people, like, especially it's permanent, that I sit on it. Like,
Listen,
I'll come up with an idea.
I'll tell anybody that.
And then I'll just sit on it. And if it keeps coming back,
100%.
then I'll go do it.
That's exactly the attitude. I tell everyone.
Really, and
if you got
a
an
lot
idea,
of things in life.
If you got an idea and you
Yeah.
like it, cool. You feel the same way in 3 months, do it.
Exactly.
You know, literally, that's
Don't-
how I-
There's no rush.
There isn't.
You know?
I've jumped the gun with some stuff when I was younger, like even this clown. This is old school. I had 8 stitches in my head when I was young. You know, I had these stars. I got stars obviously on my neck. Again, I got good teeth, so I kind of made it as if like it was me. You know? But like this is like I've done this when I was like 18, 19, and it's like I don't think it's shit, but it's just like it's an OG. I'll probably hit it again, you know, and then do more in the armpit. But it's like just things like that. It's like, bro, the inside of your bicep is such a nice spot. You can do something so dope.
Yeah.
I put this fucking clown, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like little
Clowns are scary though.
They are.
You know what I mean?
Just like, but you know what I mean?
Maybe when you come in with your right hook, you know, people see that clown.
When people see it like this, people think it's a football.
Oh my God, it looks just
right?
like one. Yeah,
but
that's funny.
That's the stitching on my head.
It does, yeah.
It's quite funny. But yeah, I get that a lot, you know. But yeah, I'll definitely get more at some point. Yeah, so just like finishing up little bits again, infilling all the gaps in my legs. You know, all the gapping will be black.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like literally what I've done with this, because you see where the tribal was. Everything behind that is all new. You know what I mean? But it's like blacked it out because it was like this was black as fuck, and then I had this. It was like really gappy and white, and I was like, bro, I look like a pussy. Like, let's black it up, you know? Like, sleeve it out.
There's nothing about you that looks like a pussy.
Yeah, no, you're like, bro, I gotta sleeve it out, mate, you know? So, yeah, I made it blacker. But, yeah, well happy with how it all came out. Again, same thing. It's just like add, put this, put that, and it's like everything. You know, I got my name. You know, I got 8 letters in my name, Bostwick. So I got Bostwick. My date of birth, 28th for the 10th, 1989, you know? So, there's some meaning there. I got my mum. I got much colour on me. I got a blue butterfly on my back for my mum's sobriety. You know, there's things that got some meaning. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, tattoos are cool. And they do tell a story. I got some stuff on me. It's just artwork. You know, this is like Polynesian. This is like a form of like body armor. Okay. You know, so for me, it's like makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's certain things got meaning behind it. Some things don't. Some things are just like the tribal was just pictures. You know what I mean? Like just thought it looked cool. But now I've turned it into something. But again, it's still on there and it's still part of my history. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mate, yeah, exciting stuff.
So a little bit about your training. So talk to me a little bit about other than your boxing training, what else are you doing?
Other than my boxing training, you know, do strength conditioning stuff. Again, I was mentioned about Phil DeRue earlier. He's up in Port St. Lucie now.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't seen each other too much, but we're going to get back on a schedule a couple of times a week. Just 2 times a week, really, strength conditioning stuff, you know, plyometric work, a lot of explosive stuff, moving heavyweight fast. You know, like my heavier stuff or stuff that I do like strong or heavy would be like squatting, deadlift. You know, I pulled 601 on sumo.
Okay,
not fucking bad. Eh?
That's really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah,
anything
for a fucking fighter, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, tell me another fighter.
And there's a real direct correlation with explosiveness and moving weight like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I got that down to a T. Actually, funny enough, you mentioned obviously about Steph earlier. It's like, obviously she's known for that. Yeah. So obviously she helped guide with a few things and helped me with the training side of things and understand what I was doing, you know. That day I PR'd and I pulled 585 and it went up like nothing. I was like, bro, I got 600 in the tank. And she didn't think I'd do it. Like people in the gym was like, I don't know. We put that weight on, mate. I've posted it before. I have to show you, mate. I pulled it up so fast.
Really?
I probably could have gone heavier. Yeah. It's weird. I just want, you know, when you have
some of those days,
when you have the days, bro. I go in, I can't pull 5.
You always wonder, like, and I mean now too. So I'm 48 right now. So
you look amazing.
Like,
48,
thank you. Like and back in the day, I mean, I was a 605 squatter, 660 deadlift, 385 clean, and went in my 20s, you know?
Yeah, strong.
I don't even understand how I did. Like, now if I pick up 300 pounds, I'm like, oh, you know? So it's like, looking back,
like how?
Like hang cleaning 385 pounds for reps.
Crazy.
It doesn't even compute. I'm like, how is that
crazy
possible?
What you can do.
But it's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it is cool. Like, it is cool. And especially, again, my goal is, especially with like, probably when I'm done with the fighting, my goal is to be 200 pounds or less and pull 800.
Oh, wow.
And that's something I really want to work towards. And that would be like a target for me.
So you definitely have like a passion for powerlifting.
Yeah. Especially like, you know, sumoing or whatever. I'm short, I've got big legs, you know what I mean? I feel like the sumo is, for me, like, I use my legs and my glutes really well, you know? So that's why I feel like it works better for me. I can straight leg, obviously, do a regular deadlift, but I enjoy sumo in general.
Well, you're right, though. When you have that kind of body, it's better.
You know, I'm short and stocky, so it's like, it just kind of fits my frame, you know what I mean? But that's definitely a target for the future. That's definitely, cool. I'd love to pull like 800, bro, like 4-time body weight. That's savage, you know.
No,
I pulled
that's a lot of
601.
weight.
I was about 210 at the time. I pulled 601, so it's like 3 times body weight, you know. So I was happy with that.
How long you see yourself fighting for?
Honestly, mate, it's quite. I've been fighting since
you're 16,
bro.
so,
You know, so you do think about it, but bro, I'm 36 next month.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still young. I'm healthy. My brain's good. My body's pretty good. You know, I've definitely got a few years left of fighting.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. So it's not. It doesn't. I think I'll definitely always be in combat, whatever happens, whether it's coaching or teaching, whatever. I enjoy boxing or fighting in general. Like I just enjoy it. But for me, still competing, I've still got some years.
Yeah.
I've definitely got some years.
Especially now, like there's so much
and again, like I
stuff with recovery and I feel like you can go longer now. I mean, you saw Yoel Romero knock that dude out. He's 48. He's my age. But that guy's a freak, though.
He is a freak of nature. And I feel
nature.
like the dude he fought looked a little soft as well.
You think? You know? When they put each other up, I was like, what are we doing here?
Come on, bro. Like, I know we're trying to get him on and, you know, hopefully, you know, make him look good, but
that was definitely a setup.
You know
that felt like a setup.
Just like,
it wasn't even that. It didn't even look like much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You know, he moved well and whatever. People were like, oh, I'd never fight him. I was like, bro, if they pay me enough, I'll fight Yoel.
I could see you doing some damage.
I'll go at it, bro. Yeah. All day, mate.
Because you're a better boxer. So.
You know? It's just like, don't get me wrong, he's scary and hits hard and whatever. He hits me, he's going to fucking knock me out, of course. But like, what happens if I hit him? Yeah, he's an older fella and whatnot. I feel like I take advantage of that. At the same time, he's fit and healthy and he's game as fuck. Yeah. I'm not saying he's a pussy in any way.
No, he's game.
He's savage. But like,
there's a story about him with the doctors. I don't know if you've heard about it.
No, I'm not sure.
It was something after UFC that he went to the hospital. Dana tells the story all the time. And they did like x-rays. And they came back and they said his bones are like thicker than a normal human bone.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, you're mutant.
That's weird.
He does look awesome.
Yeah. No, he literally looks like a comic book character.
And that. I've met him as well. He's super nice.
No, he's
soft,
so
He's
great.
Yeah, he's a savage, man. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I'll definitely maybe fancy me chances. Who knows?
All right, so I want to get in a little bit of some more personal stuff. So, tell me a little bit about like your recovery. Like, what do you do for your recovery?
Recovery, you know, I sauna and steam a lot.
Okay.
You know, I roll out and stretch most evenings now. I try and make that a habit. I feel like I sleep better and like just stand on top of the stretching in general. You know, you got to think so much, especially when it's punch, like stretch out my shoulders and whatnot. I'm always using my rumble roller, you know, using a lacrosse ball, obviously in my back and whatnot. You know, I try and get massages when I can as well. You know, cold plunging again when I can. Sauna I sauna 3-4 times a week.
Okay.
And I hit like solid rounds and I'll do like multiple rounds, like in till I can't handle it, get out, cool off, back in, out, you know, hour, sometimes 2 hours, like, you know, I really hit it like that. You know, when I...
Do you ever do your conditioning and then sauna right after?
It depends. If I've been sweating mad crazy, probably not, because I was getting a sauna, bro, and like, I'll leave there cramping. You know, because like, I mean, when I tell you like, I perspirate, mate, like I'm wet.
You're a sweater?
Sweater ain't even, like anyone that knows of me and my training, how I am, bro, heavy sweater, you know? So it's like, you know, an hour, you know, at the sauna, you do like, say I do like 3 solid rounds, you know, 10, 15-minute rounds in a hot sauna, bro, I'm dropping at least in an hour, like between 7 and 10 pounds, like no problem. Like,
so cutting weight is not an issue.
So, no, when it comes to cutting weight. When it comes to doing the water cuts, it's like, you know.
Well, there's a direct correlation between VO2 max, increasing that with endurance training. So you could, just a new protocol you could try is like do like, you know, I don't know if you're a runner, whatever your cardio is, you know?
Yeah, so I'll go run 5-6 miles.
Yeah, so do that and then go straight in the sauna for 25 minutes. Okay. And it increases your VO2 max.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they just released like some new studies on that.
Some more studies on that. Okay, definitely. I'm going to look into it more. That's dope. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Okay. I'll definitely do that. So yeah, so recovery, you know, and I can compression boots, you know. I don't have or own, but I've used and I do use, you know. Yeah, I cup as well. I do my own cupping sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah, silicone cups, especially like little injuries. Like I'm actually dealing with an issue with my calf right now. So like, I put the thing on, especially in the sauna or the steam. I'm all sweaty in that. And I put it on, and I'll like swipe it up and down.
Yeah.
And, do the stretching with it on and so forth. Just simple sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Cool. Well, sleep is the most important.
It's so important,
Yeah.
bro. I tell you what, it's definitely something I've learned again over the years. It's like, especially because I'm always home alone, so it's like I end up just staying up late.
Right.
Or, it's
Yeah.
so it's like fuck. It's different. If I got a girl there, I can lay in bed by 10 o'clock and fall asleep.
Yeah.
If I'm on my own, it's like 1, 2 a.m. You know.
Oh,
what I mean?
man.
It's like it's such a different thing. But yeah, the sleep is so important. I actually got rid of my bed, my whole bed, the mattress and everything. I got myself a 4-inch Japanese floor mattress.
Really?
$100, bro. Like literally, it's this thick. You can't like jump. Like you literally like fall on your knees on it, you're gonna break your knees. Like it's the floor. But that for me has been a game changer.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like sleeping on the floor.
Literally
Yeah.
with like a very thin mat, and because it's on the floor, it's hard, flat surface.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so good on my spine. Because if I have issues with my back and shit,
Yeah.
I'll sleep on my carpet. I'll go get a blanket and a pillow, and I'll sleep on the floor. And I feel like that always helps my back. And I think you go back 200, 300 years, we didn't really have beds. We were sleeping on whatever, Imagine we're living in the forest or whatever.
Right.
So I try to take things a little bit more old school.
Okay.
I try and get grounded a bit more. I take
Yeah.
my shoes off. I go walking around like barefoot around where I live, and try to go to the beach more.
You hugging
things like
trees out there?
that. I haven't hugged no trees. I'll be
I
struggling
caught this.
sometimes.
I was the other day. I was grounding, like just doing my thing, and I looked to my right, and there's this woman. I swear to God, she was making out with a tree.
Literally, like
She was
loving
there,
it.
and I was like, "All right, you're taking it too far."
There's
I didn't,
levels-
I
there's
didn't say
levels to
anything,
it,
but I was
yeah.
literally watching her. I was like, "That's a little much."
Like,
and I
yeah.
kid you, like she was literally making out with a tree. I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, I've literally seen. Yeah,
it's
I've
a
seen,
little
I've seen
much.
people do
It's a
that,
little much.
But yeah, I still would try and get barefoot. I would try and go to the beach more. Definitely making the effort because I'm only like 25 minutes from the beach, 20 minutes from Deerfield.
Okay.
Beach. And it's a straight shot just up Hillsborough, super easy. So like I'm making a way more conscious effort to go over there. I got me up.
Isn't it amazing when you live in a place that the beach is 10 minutes away
and
that
that's
you
what I
don't
mean.
go?
I don't make
And then yet you'll plan a vacation
Bruh.
to go to some island,
To go on
spend
the
a fortune, and like you have an island. Like we basically live on an island. It's
literally,
crazy.
like,
Like, I tell people all the time, like do a staycay, do a staycation. Like you'll spend hell of a lot less money, and it's the same thing.
same shit,
We have
bro.
beautiful beaches
Yeah,
here.
we really do.
It's
So,
crazy.
and I feel that when my parents come inside, if my dad comes in or my mum comes in or a friend or whatever, and it's like, yo, and hit the beach, and it's like always a thing.
Right.
But to go on my own, I have to make a extra conscious effort, and I have been doing that lately,
Yeah.
especially like
The
going through
mornings
my
to
situations
me
right
is
now.
like epic.
It's
you
like
know?
it's just like trying to find myself a bit, and I've been making the effort. I'm like, now I'm going to the beach, and like I won't even question it. Won't the little voice in me head be like, oh, okay, but we'll do it another day, and I'm like, no, fuck that, let's go.
Well, there's never a moment where you go to the beach and you're in the sand and you go jump in the water that you don't feel better.
Yeah,
There's something about it that, like,
being in the ocean, getting it's just like the natural element.
It's just such a great
putting your feet in the
feeling,
sand.
yeah.
It is really nice. It is really, really nice. So I've been doing that more. That's great. That's been cool for me. Good for my mental state and that. You know what I mean? I find it quite therapeutic, especially again on your own. There, it's like there's no distractions, no nothing. I take my speaker. I've took my speaker to the beach the last 3 times. I've not even switched it on. I literally just sat there and I'm like, I don't really listen to music right now. I just like literally sit in my little beach chair, put my feet in the sand.
Yeah, I purposely do at least one day a week. I do what I call a nature walk.
Okay.
And where I just walk out the door and I live in a nice neighborhood that has like a bunch of palm trees or whatever.
Okay.
And I purposely don't use headphones, don't take the phone.
Yep.
And all of a sudden,
Leave
like,
electronics.
you find yourself like you hear the birds, you hear the wind, you hear
Cool.
and then all of a sudden you start thinking clear. Like you know what I mean?
Especially
It, like,
about the electronics.
yeah, like reset you. you know?
Yeah.
So,
I enjoy doing that as
yeah.
well. Leave my phone at home and go out.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's like amazing.
It's refreshing because you live with it on.
It's like
what I mean?
a part of us.
24/7, literally. So it is nice to like get away from it.
Yeah.
And be one with nature for sure. I'm definitely.
What if you turn on that speaker, what are we listening to?
Honestly, it's a bit of a vibe. Like I like. I've been listening to a lot of like not so much classical, but like. I'll have to show you. I can't remember the name.
Oh, I got an album for you. Do you like piano classical?
Yes.
There's a Noche. The album's called Noche. It's a he's from Paris.
Okay.
I got to put you on to
Yeah?
it. It's
All right, fine.
beautiful.
Show
And it's
me.
like
I'll show you what.
modern classical. Like it's
Okay.
he's incredible. It's
Yeah.
I'll put you on.
Okay,
It's
so that's
incredible.
So that's my my vibe for like, I don't know, just being one more with actually like absorbing the tones and the sounds and the noise and like respecting what it is and it being like therapeutic.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, I listen to a lot of British grime. I listen to a lot of
Okay.
British music. You know, heavy. You know, a little bit of like house stuff, I suppose, and whatnot. But a little bit.
I saw you with
rap.
Andre the Terrible. What's his name?
Alex Terrible.
Alex the Terrible.
Bruh.
Yo, that guy's like the way it's got to be madness in person.
In person, bro, it is.
It's crazy, right?
It's phenomenal, mate.
It's the coolest shit I've ever. And I'm not into
I
that
ain't
kind
gonna
of
lie. It is
music, but it's badass.
If I could do that, I would be doing content everywhere. I would just go into things like Walmart and shit and just have a camera set up and just be like, and just see what people's reactions are.
It's wild.
It is really.
It's such a talent.
As much as you see it online and shit, it literally is that loud, that deep, and it's phenomenal, mate. It's such
wild.
a
It's
skill.
wild.
He's been doing it for years. Like he told me, doing that from like young, you know. And like I was on tour with him for 2 months, and we had like.
Were you like his security?
No, I was there for training him.
Oh.
I was his personal trainer.
Oh, no way.
So
Okay.
then I ended up like getting in with the team and whatnot and like helping like set up stage. Like, I'll be on stage now in front of 15,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Like, helping do stuff and that. It was really cool.
Yeah.
We was on tour with Marilyn Manson, Five Finger Death Punch, and this other group, the Funeral Portrait. Yeah, it was lit.
That's
I met
cool.
Manson a few times. Yeah, obviously I met him at every event. But
What's interesting is, so without even knowing, like I had already watched some of his videos on YouTube and just been enamored by it. Like, and I'm like, why am I watching this? Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
it's
you know,
so intriguing.
but it's so intriguing. And then I saw him on your page. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like, crazy. Let me punch him in the face and that. He's cool people. You know, we speak, we talk all the time and that. He's really, again, he's one of the people that you look at him, he's Russian, wrestles with bears, all this, got all the tattoos, roars like that.
Right.
Sweetest man.
Yeah,
ever,
angel.
Sweetest dude ever, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Such a nice fella.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, that he's super interesting. Yeah,
And where does he live?
He's in Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I see him a couple of weeks back.
Does he ever come to Miami?
He lived in Miami originally, and then he moved up to Orlando.
No way.
Yeah, I think he's touring. He's on tour right now. I think they're going out to Vegas soon or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's in Orlando. So I linked up for him for breakfast at First Watch a couple of weeks back, about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and it was good to see him. I hadn't seen him in a little while. But yeah, we try. I wouldn't mind going back up there. You know, train with him, stay out there a little bit. You know, or if and when he does come down here, I don't think he's got necessarily plans to, but I think he has got some connects and things that he can do down here. So I'm sure he'll be back in Miami at some point. Yeah. But yeah, savage mate, such a nice dude and like hardworking. You know, like he just wanted to. I don't know if you saw his last. He had a fight.
Oh, he fought.
Yeah, he had a bare knuckle fight. Bro, like his nose got caved in. Like I mean. He took some shots, bro. Like real talk. So he lost the fight. I think it was a decision in the end. And I think it was a decision, but he went the way. But showed so much heart, mate. Yeah. So much. He had a fight as well before that. He's had a couple fights. But that's why originally, again, I went away with him because he wanted to get a bare knuckle and this, that, and the other. And then I was like, yo. And then he wanted me to train him, and that was that. But yeah, dude's a savage, shows so much heart. And again, for the fighters and stuff out there that are absolute pussies, mate, he showed that he's not even a fighter.
Right.
He's into music and whatever, but he wanted to have a fight. He wanted the experience, and he had full experience. Bare knuckle.
Right.
Broke his nose, multiple cuts, bleeding like mad, and fought to the end.
Wow.
Like, absolute respect to him, mate. Like, absolute savage. And there's people out here, mate, that are like falling over and they're like, don't want to fight.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, really? So like, for me, like, hats off to him, mate. Massive art, savage.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody was fighting Terrence Crawford and there was a low blow and he quit. Like, what the fuck is that?
I wonder what,
and they're getting paid millions of dollars. God. That didn't make any sense to me.
You know? And like, I get paid nothing, and I still same thing. Go out my shield because it's like it's me, it's my dignity,
it's you,
it's my pride.
Right.
Bro. It's like me showing you who brutal is, and it's like I'm all there being like, oh, no, I've had enough. No, I like go out my shield. You either knock me out or like I'm just gonna keep coming.
Have you ever done on your content, have you ever done because I'm telling you, it's poetry in motion.
Go on.
Have you ever put classical music behind you?
Do you know what? I think I did for one video, and I was actually going to do this yesterday, but there is another. I got another clip, another sort of slow mo thing, and I will be. I already have some saved.
Okay,
saved
cool.
sounds.
Yeah, that would be a dope ass post.
Beautiful.
Black and white, like freaking.
I have
slow,
I have a black and white post that's on my story right now, and that was a bit trancey. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that was a little soft.
Okay.
There's someone talking in it. It was very delicate. Yeah, it's so cool.
Do you know, have you ever met Gareth? Gareth's going to kill me. I can't remember his last name. But he does private security. He owns a company. I need to introduce you to him.
Okay.
Because if you want to get into that world, he's got definitely. A badass company that they do like all kinds of private security for some big high level people.
So definitely
and he's
security.
Phenomenal with guns, like really good.
Yeah,
so.
I need to definitely like do some more shooting stuff, especially with other people, and like just learn and do a bit more. You know, I've got a decent shot, like 40 yards. We was doing like a hostage situation where, you know, obviously you got the body, and then they put another head and a gun, and I was headshot in the 40 yards or so.
Yeah.
Back of thing. What was I shooting with? I think I was shooting that day with a Glock 19. I think I've got I got a. Was it a Glock 19? A Glock 17? I can't remember where it was. It was a Glock or a Sig. I can't remember where it was now. But anyway,
I just got a new Glock with a laser and everything. I'm
so cool. Yeah. But my everyday kind of like carry gun, I suppose, is just a simple revolver.
Okay.
You know, I feel like it's just always a sure shot.
Yeah.
You've got 5 bullets, and it's like, I feel realistically not necessarily going to need much more than that, I feel.
Right.
It's just smaller and a little bit easier to, go away. But I've got a Glock 17, like stippling on it, new slider, sight.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's what I got my wife.
Yeah, beautiful.
No, I got a Glock 19, I believe.
Glock 19?
Yeah.
Is it Glock 7? I'm trying to think what. Yeah.
I think that's right. I'm not the biggest like knowing about all of them.
I'm really not either. Yeah. I'm still learning myself.
Right.
But I enjoy shooting, man, and like, I feel like, especially this day and age, and we can start open carry on the 25th.
Yeah.
You know? Not necessarily I'm gonna be walking around with my gun out, but it's like if I got my shirt off.
What's wild is like you can literally have a shotgun
or like an
over
M15,
your shoulder. Or, you can have anything.
Yeah,
like, it's wild.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little nuts.
I think I wouldn't say it's a little muggy, but I think it's a bit muggy walking down the street like that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I feel it's.
You ever been there, like Arizona, where they have it?
Yeah.
It's literally like it's a bunch of cowboys. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
It's definitely different. But yeah, it's different. Like even if you've got something on a holster on your hip, and the majority of the time I'm shirtless.
Yeah.
So like, let's just say I'm driving shirtless and I got my gun on my hip and I just want to get out and go to the petrol station. I just won't put my shirt on. I can have my firearm on my hip. I feel that's a little different. But walk around with like...
Not to mention you're already intimidating now with a gun in your throat. People are going to be like, what the hell's going on?
You know what I mean?
He's coming to rob us.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's a tricky one with carrying it and showing it. I feel like if you come across the wrong people, they're going to be like, I want to take that gun.
Yeah.
And if they know that you got a gun, they're going to be prepared more for a situation knowing that you have a firearm.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can kind of make yourself a bit of a target in some aspects. At the same light, if I do have it, I can use it. So like, if you cross a line, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a tricky one. I definitely won't go out like I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
But, I'll have it on my hip, and if I take my shirt off, whatever. But
right.
it's never going to be saying that I'm like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit muggy. You know what I mean? But you never know. It's I always carry it. So you don't know, especially over here, mate. The way the world is now.
No,
everything's going. There's so many crazy people.
It's
out
wild.
there, mate.
It's wild.
And if you got the chance to be able to carry, I'm going to definitely take advantage of that, because if someone else has got a gun, if you can't beat them, you've got to join them.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
In London, it's knife crime. Massive on knife
really?
crime. Right? Oh, huge. Everyone's stabbing everyone.
And is London as bad as everybody's kind of portraying it to be right now?
Yeah.
So it's basically like it's kind of overrun by...
It's crazy, yeah. Like how it is, obviously, again, I got nothing. I'm a foreigner here. I'm an immigrant here, you know what I mean? But I still respect and like America, I'll rock an American flag. You know what I mean? Like I represent this is where I'm living, and I abide by your rules, and that's that, and I respect that. But obviously, yeah, the way the Muslim culture is and how it's gone over there now, mate, it is like crazy. It's gonna eventually turn into a civil war over there.
Yeah.
100%. There's definitely going to be some issues, mate.
I thought it was wild after the Charlie thing. There was like 3 million people marching for.
Right. I saved that on my Instagram because it was impressive to see everyone kind of stand together in like unity, you know, unison. You know, even if you see an England flag, it's like, you racist. It's like, this is England, and this is where we live.
It's weird.
You know, it's like, you know, obviously you got people obviously doing with the Palestine flags and whatever, and you know, it's just the way the government handle it, and the majority of the government are Muslim, so it's like obviously they support the culture, and it's like, you know, the country's so overrun, it really is, and it is definitely just getting worse.
When did it start?
Oh, years ago, mate.
Yeah.
Years ago. But since I've moved to America the last 10 years, I've seen it change so much, bro. Get worse, you know. It is quite sad to see, because England ain't gonna be England, and it doesn't mean that it's like white British people, because like even like the Indian people and that over there, they support the rules and regulations. You know, the Christianity thing. Like I'm not big into like God or like spiritual stuff. Like I'm very more about just being a good person, and you know, there is definitely some form of higher power, but I feel like the power of God and what people talk about, I feel that's something that's inside you. And I feel like you need to unlock that, personally. I feel that power of God, I've been there one time when I'm on top of my discipline, I was shredded. I would say no to drinking. I wasn't smoking no weed. I weren't doing nothing. I said something, I'd done it. I was so disciplined. And I felt a power. It was like I was in charge, not him. You know what I mean? So that's my belief on it. But yeah, the way it is, you know, with the Quran and this and the other, and the way they want to do things, it's just so different, you know. And it's like now you're making England do something different. Right. It's like it's not what it is or what it was. You come here to enjoy England for what it is, but it's not like that anymore, mate. You know, I'll never live there again. Touch wood, like I don't have to ever go back for any particular reason. No, it always scares me, like, you know, my parents or wherever was to get sick, because like I'd have to go.
So they're still there?
My parents are still there, yeah. So until I like really make it here, you know, I want to be able to bring them.
When you really make it here.
When I make it, exactly. When I'm there.
You're gonna do something
100%. Yeah. I definitely know I'm on the right path, you know.
For sure.
And I feel like the timing and everything with everything is what's meant to be is meant to be, you know. And I definitely needed to mature and grow up and just understand life itself, you know. And again, being here on my own, like, definitely put airs on my chest, you know what I mean? I'm a family man and whatnot, so it's, you know, being alone a lot or whatever, it's like you got to learn to like get on with that. Yeah. And I definitely feel I've matured over the time, but I would never live there. I'd never go back to the UK, mate. No. It's so different, bro. Yeah, it's sad to see, mate, you know, because it's creating a big separation. It's creating, you know, literally like the Muslim culture and like the Christianity culture, like to like clash, and it's just so unnecessary.
Which is bizarre, because it's like,
bro, just
religion should be
world,
bringing people together.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's just like, because the way they do things and like marrying infants and having sex with like underage girls and that, mate. Like, and that's like, you know, again, I don't know the full ins and outs of like the Quran or whatever. I can't say my bits. I don't know, but I only see what I see and hear what I hear, you know. But it's like, the way they do things or whatever is just very different, so different, you know. Like, and I don't know. It's just sad to see, you know. Unfortunately, but I rep the American flag. You know, I love it over here. Honestly, I love this. I love the States. I feel like people talk about freedom and stuff. You have way more freedom here than you do like in London. It's like Big Brother over there, mate. You can't do nothing without getting in trouble. Nothing. E-bikes, an e-skateboard, bro. Like, you can't use it anywhere. Like, the police will take it off you.
Really?
Like, honestly, mate, like, you can't get away with nothing. You know, the tax over there is pathetic, stupid, like 30-40% or whatever, when you make over, I don't know, 50 grand a year or some shit.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's something stupid. It's super high.
Right.
Obviously, we've got free healthcare in that, but because of how overpopulated the country is, it's like everyone's using the free healthcare, so there's no time.
Yeah.
Like, my dad would call his GP and he's like sick or got a bit of a flu, and he's like, can come in like 2 weeks or 10 days.
Oh my God.
I'll get rid of my flu by then.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just so different there, mate. You know, but I love it here. Stateside is definitely the way.
Have you only lived in Florida?
I've only lived in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in, when I first come here, I moved straight to Hialeah.
Okay.
I was in Hialeah for about 3 years. Moved out to Miami Lakes. Then I separated from my partner at that time. Then I moved to North Miami in a little studio. And then from there, I moved straight up to where I'm at now. I've been in Coconut Creek, where I'm at now, for over 5 years, 5 years or something.
And you drive all the way to Brawlers?
Yeah.
Every day?
Every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get you over here now.
Yeah. It's about an hour. Again, depending on the time when I leave and so forth, it's about an hour 10.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world, you know. I'm used to like driving to clients, hour here or 30 minutes there, 40 minutes here, and all this driving around. I go to one spot, you know. I'm having clientele now come to me, and I'm working out of a place. That's kind of what I wanted to do, you know. And it's moving more towards that way. So it's pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? But
well, anytime you want to come
yeah,
through,
no, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I say definitely like the sauna and the cold plunge.
Yeah,
man. That is dope to
No, it's money.
But yeah,
it's
no,
money.
the gym's awesome. We'll definitely do something, mate. You know what I mean? For sure. No, it's really, really awesome spot. Really, really cool gym.
Thank you.
Yeah, the layout's dope, mate. Yeah, very like, it's like old schooly, modern. I don't know, it's really clean.
I call it industrial chic.
Industrial, yeah, it is. It's like, it's cool, man. It's definitely dope. Yeah, the layout, what you've done here is super awesome. I say you've built an empire, really. You know, obviously, especially with the water and everything else. Like, you definitely got a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? How many facilities do you have?
8. So we got 7 here in South Florida, and then we're opening up Nashville at the end of the year. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It's been 17 years. So,
wow.
Yeah. And then I did the waters 3 years ago.
Okay.
So
and obviously that's gone.
And we're booming. So this thing's flying.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's definitely the best thing I ever did.
Oh, yeah, this is a really nice water, mate, honestly.
Thank you.
I'm on number 2 right
I know. I pound them all day. So always end with this. Do what?
And you're hydrating.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're banging energy drink.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I always end with this. If there was one thing that you wanted the world to know about you that you think they don't, what would it be?
People do know, but I feel like people don't know enough about it. But I collect spoons.
I saw that on your Instagram.
A lot of fucking spoons. Sorry, I keep swearing.
No, you're fine.
I got a lot of spoons.
Yeah.
Bro.
And what got you into that?
Bro, I don't know what it was. I feel like I'm very good at, with how me and my mindset is, and the same even with music. I can listen to a song on repeat for an hour. Same song. I can do that. So I can use the same cutlery, or I'll use the same plate and bowl, and I've had camps and cook, I'll eat, use this specific plate and knife and fork, and then I'll use exactly the same thing later on. Let's just say this was like back in London, and then when I come to America and whatnot, it was never a thing until, I don't know, I just enjoyed little spoons, smaller spoons, and I feel like I use a little spoon when I'm eating cereal and things like that, and then I got into a habit of I don't know, I'll get a spoon and I'll bend it. I actually took a spoon out of my fanny pack today.
Yeah.
That I actually stole the other day. But yeah, and I don't know, mate. I feel a spoon. I'll bend it, see how it feels, if it's sturdy or if it feels comfortable in my hand. And you see my selection, I've got almost a couple of hundred spoons now, and majority of them are literally taken from restaurants, coffee spots, things like that. So I kind of got into a habit of doing it. I'm not saying it's good to steal, but it's just a spoon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't think people will lose sleep over.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool.
But that's cool. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you that would be.
Would you get a spoon tattoo?
I would.
Yeah.
I definitely would.
Right.
I'm actually going to come out with my own spoon.
Okay.
I'm going to have a brutal spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely on the
that's cool.
On the merch list.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a few ideas on merch and stuff for sure. I've got some really cool ideas, but I definitely think a spoon has definitely got to be one to add to the roster.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially because people do know, but they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like saying that it gets blasted about. I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting I could say. I'll tell you. Don't know, man. I just got a big heart. Everyone knows I got a big heart. And yeah, you gotta, don't let anything be pulling you down, bro. I don't even know. It's I haven't got anything necessary to say, but this is supposed to just me just expressing.
Yeah.
But I feel like people take things such to heart when it comes against the social media and like the negative stuff that's out in the world and whatever. Like, just stay on your path, doing what you're doing for you, you know, and do it well and be good and be a nice person individually and like be a nice individual, sorry. And like, just, you got to put the positive stuff out in the world, man. Like, I feel like there's so much negativity and big separation going on in the world, especially now. Just stay in your lane. You know, forget all the distractions. Like you said as well, try and get away from your phone for a bit. For anyone out there, mate, like, yeah, try and put your phone down and, like, go out.
Right.
And, like, just go for a walk.
Sit with your thoughts.
Or sit with your thoughts, bro.
Your own thoughts.
Because
not everybody, because you're being fed everyone else's opinion.
100%. That's why people drink and that's why people smoke and why they do things to distract and get you away from that. And I've definitely got to a point in my life where, like, you know, I still smoke and drink, whatnot, but I definitely sit with my thoughts way more now. And especially the last sort of couple weeks, I've been forcing myself to. Because it's like, I want to love and be so happy with being on my own. Yeah. Because now I've had times where I don't really enjoy being alone. And it's like, you always kind of want someone, but I don't want to have to be like dependent or rely on somebody.
Exactly.
I want to be blessed with who I am and be happy with sitting with myself.
And there's a difference between isolation and solitude.
100%.
So if you can be still in solitude, that's healthy. You know, isolation is not healthy, but solitude is very healthy.
100%. I started doing a little bit of breath work as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's really good.
I know Lucas Mack.
I'm not familiar with that. I've done some Wim Hof stuff.
Bald fella, he works a lot with Jake Paul and he's on part of the team. Sort of thing.
Oh, I've seen one of Jake Paul's videos.
Yeah, bald head, tattooed.
Yeah.
Same thing, tattooed like crazy work on his face. He's actually just had laser. I think he's been having laser. He's sort of doing some new stuff. But yeah, he kind of introduced me to the breath work a few years back. And yeah, like I've started to do that a little bit more. I find it like quite a meditating thing.
But when I was doing it with this Wim Hof guy,
yeah.
I mean,
you did it with him, yeah?
Yeah,
but that was
not with Wim Hof, but Wim Hof. He got the certification or whatever.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it was. It's like taking drugs,
right?
Like
you get like high off oxygen.
I remember like the sky was like I felt like it was kind of on mushrooms. Like, you know what I mean? Like the sky was like
definitely like that.
Super
pins
clear.
and needly.
Yeah, and the pins and needly.
Yeah. And all it is like you're flooding yourself with oxygen.
Yeah,
that's literally, you know. But when you do it right and understand it and be with your thoughts and, you know, be proud and positive, and don't get me wrong, man, we all have our shit. You know what I mean? We all have that bit that's, you know, you have your downs and your negative thoughts and stuff. But like, yeah, man, just try and be one with peace with yourself. And love who you are, man. You only have this one, like, skin, this one, you know, you are your soul, and obviously whatever this exterior is it. And you've only got that until you're dead. Yep. You know what I mean? So be blessed with the skin that you're in, man. And yeah, own who you are. That's pretty much about it.
Mic drop. That was great.
That was cool?
Yeah, man. You're awesome.
I appreciate you, man. That was fucking